guys, I'm Evelyn. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an absolutely amazing day today. So we are past the Disney Princess theme, and that only took like 3 weeks, right? So I think it's about time that we move on to something else for a while at least. I'm still missing some of the Disney princesses, so we'll probably move back to them at some point. But for now, we're just moving away for a little bit because it's not all going to be about Disney princesses here on the channel. So I figured for the remaining days of this week, I'm probably going to do this video and then I think 2 more or 1 more, and I think I'm going to go for, what's it called? Real to Sims. So if there are any houses that you've come across that you would love to see in The Sims, but you don't want to build it yourself, please tweet it at me, send me a DM on Instagram, or I don't know where else you could write me on Discord, I suppose, as well. If you haven't joined the Discord server, by the way, there is always an invitation link at the top of the description box. I tend to forget to mention it, but the Discord server is still up and running, so you can just come join at any time if you want to. Anyway, but yeah, if there are any houses that you've seen either on Pinterest or Google or elsewhere that you have a picture of and you want someone else to try and build it, let me know. Send them my way, and I might choose a couple of yours. Maybe we'll continue this into next week or something. I don't know. I kind of have to be in the mood to recreate houses, but sometimes I find it a lot of fun. The one we're doing today isn't actually, okay, the title might be a little bit misleading, but I'm still going to call it Real to Sims because it is a recreation of a picture. However, the picture was drawn, it was a sketch of a house, it wasn't actually like a house. However, again, I do think that the house has actually been built. I just couldn't find a picture of the house. I could only find the sketch. And also I had to come up with the backside of the build myself, plus the floor plan, because I could only see like the facade of the build, I suppose. And I changed like a very few things, such as this little square on the right side. It was impossible to do it as it was looking in the picture, so I had to change it a little bit. I ended up using some of those windows from Cats and Dogs as well, but the rest I have mostly gone for, or mostly followed the sketch that I am talking about. Unfortunately, I cannot find the sketch for you guys because I closed it down at some point without saving it, so it's kind of just lost out there in my history. And it is what it is, but I hope that's okay with you guys. It was quite a simple house, but the name was cute, so I figured I kind of wanted to give it a shot. It was called, or at least that's what it said in the description, it said Honeymoon Cottage, I think, and that just sounded so cute to me, so I kind of just felt like I had to build it. I don't know, it's kind of cheesy at the same time, or not that honeymoons are cheesy, but hopefully you get what I mean. Maybe not, whatever. But I just thought that the description was kind of cute. The name was kind of cute, so I went with it. It might have been a search for salt, actually. Maybe it's not really the name of the build or the house or whatever, the sketch, I suppose. I don't know, but it was cute. I went for it. Love the color as well because it was kind of like green, the same green that I'm using on the exterior. I also brought that into the interior of the house. By the way, I like to do that when I build. I like to just kind of bring the color scheme of the exterior into the build as well, so the interior matches with the exterior. Not that that's realistic in any way, because you definitely don't have to match your interior with the exterior of the house that you live in. I just kind of like to do that for The Sims sometimes, most of the time, I think. But today we're doing that, definitely doing that. So we're gonna go for a lot of like lighter wood tones and also white wood and also green for the interior, which is just like, I just wanted it to be very romantic and light and breezy and open. It is a beach house. It's built on the island in Windenburg. I think it's on a 30 by 20. But since it was called Honeymoon Cottage and I'm also making it a beach house, I just felt like it had to be very breezy on the interior. I feel like that's the best word I could possibly come up with. So everything's just quite light and airy and I don't know, it's just very light. Let's just leave it at that. Lots of white, lots of beige, or not beige, but like wood tone, light wood tones, and lots of this kind of like lighter muted green as well. That's just really nice. I like that green. I'm actually not a big fan of green. I know, it's kind of ironic because I'm a plant person, definitely. but I don't really love the color green. It's not one of my favorites at all. I like it better than I like orange, but it's still not one of my favorites. And I know that's ironic too because I'm ginger, but hey, sometimes you just, it is. But yeah, as for the rest of the house, it is for 2 Sims. You could also have a single Sim living here, but it is called a Honeymoon Cottage. Do you go on honeymoons by yourself? I don't know. Could you possibly? I mean, I suppose you do you. It's fine. Do whatever you want. It could also just be like a getaway cottage on the beach somewhere. I don't know. I just wanted it to have that kind of vibe, you know, but also be slightly romantic at the same time. I don't really know romance that much, so like what really is romantic? Does it have to be dark and like lots of candles and red and whatever? Because then no thank you. But I do feel like this is kind of like what I see as being a little bit romantic. I don't know, we all have different perceptions of what that is, I suppose, so it's whatever. I feel like a lot of different things could probably be romantic, but let's not talk about that. It's fine. My point was, I could definitely see like a single Sim going here, maybe like a writer or something that just needs to get away from the city for a while and recharge or gather some inspiration or just something like that. A musician maybe just needing to get away from the city too, because like city life, if you live in Samaishuno, it's quite busy all the time, quite noisy. It would be nice to just have like a getaway cottage somewhere ready for you so you could just go there and hang out in the wilderness. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, it could either work as like a honeymoon cottage for a couple, but again, like I said, I could definitely see like single Sims go in here as well to just like get away from the busy streets of San Myshuno, or what's the other place called? I almost called it Los Santos. That's not it. I've been playing GTA 5 again, so like my brain is, what's that city called? That world that's based off of Los Angeles. I completely forgot. Okay, that's embarrassing, but you guys know which one I'm talking about. It's all good. It's called Del Sol Valley. As soon as I stopped talking, it hit me, so Del Sol Valley, yeah, the one from Get Famous. I feel like that place as well will be pretty busy, so if you just need like a break from those cities, this little island would be a perfect place to run off to, and this little cottage would be a good building as well. I kind of forgot to decorate the dining room on cam, by the way, so sorry about that, but there's a little bit going on in there, not a whole lot. There is like 4 chairs, dining table, a couple of plants. I forgot what the rest is, a hallway table possibly or something like that. It's a very small dining room, so I couldn't really put a lot of decor in there, but I just forgot to do it on cam, so I just wanted to quickly recap what's actually in there. Anyway, but you can see a picture of it at the end of the video as per usual. I know that I've been overusing this kitchen a little bit lately, but for cottages, I feel like it's pretty perfect, to be honest. It's also kind of like, not to whatever have a dig at anyone, but it's also, I feel like it might be the only actually good kit so far. Am I being offensive? I don't know. It's just that the dust or whatever it was called, when I was playtesting it, it was really buggy and there wasn't a whole lot to it. And the clothing in the pack is just not my style, but that's just preferences, you know. However, I really like the kitchen. I think it's really cute, so I've been using it quite a lot. The swatches are a little bit all over the place because a lot of them are, there's a lot of color going on, but there's also a couple of basics, so it's quite nice in that way. Plus, I like a colorful kitchen, actually. I feel like it's quite cute. I wouldn't like it in real life because I think at some point I'd get tired of it. It would be the same if I had like a colored car or something. It would be cute for like a week, but then I'd get tired of it. I'd want to go back to basics. I just want a black car. You know, I don't have a car, by the way. Just, that's not important information, but just hypothetical talk anyway. So yeah, I just feel like I would get tired of it. Like have a colored phone as well. It would be cool for a week, but then I'd get tired of it. That's the same way I feel about kitchens. However, in The Sims, it's so cute. Love the green. I've been using the yellow as well. I think, oh, I just touched the microphone. I'm so sorry. If you feel like I punched you, I am terribly sorry. Anyway, the colors just are a little bit out there because some of them are a little crazier. Like there's a purple one and like a purple kitchen. Brave, but super cute still. So yeah, we've moved on to the bedroom. I was kind of trying to do this little situation over by the window, like on the wall here on the right side. So it kind of looks like they have this, not a nook, but they're, what do you call that? Like a seat in the windowsill? I don't know. It's not really a windowsill either. I just wanted there to be seating up against that wall. So technically they could sit there and just like look out the window, maybe sit there and read a book. It's not functional for gameplay, by the way, because I had to combine 3 different ottomans to make it. But I think it looks nice, and why would your Sims end up sitting there anyway? There's a pool outside. Go hang out in the pool or grill some food or something, you know? I just realized I forgot to, I should have added like a hot tub or something. That would have been so honeymoon-like, but at least the idea of a honeymoon, I have in my head. I've never been on a honeymoon. I've never heard of anybody who's been on a honeymoon. I don't know how they work, whatever. Am I a grown-up? Yes, fine. Yeah, anyway. But I feel like a hot tub would be super cool for a honeymoon cottage or getaway, but I tend to forget that they exist in The Sims, so anyway, they don't have one. You could though. There's an outdoors kitchen, so if you really want a hot tub, like if you are just thinking this is perfect for a hot tub, why did you not put a hot tub in there or whatever, you can take down the outdoors kitchen and then place a hot tub where that was before, because it's kind of like on a hidden platform a little bit, just to like frame it off from the rest of the backyard, if you will. So, but there's plenty of space there for a hot tub if that's something that you're interested in. Just giving you guys a little bit of like a couple of ideas if you want to customize the build to your liking. You can fully do that. I actually got a question about that on a video that was quite old, I think. Someone asked, like, very concerned if they could change one of the bedrooms so that it would fit their household. You're always allowed to do that. Like, always. Do with my builds what you want. I don't mind at all if you want to change this house so it's purple or pink or for some reason orange. You can do that. I really don't mind one bit. Like, I am not expecting myself to, or how do you phrase this? I don't expect myself to nail your households all the time, so, but I would love to build some houses for you. So you can always just customize them so they actually fit your households. Do you get what I mean? Like, did that make sense? I hope it did. I think a lot of people also like doing interiors more than exteriors, so they'll probably go on the gallery and like browse for houses that they like the look of when they see the exterior and then fit the interior to their liking instead. I think that's a thing in the community, but that's just my perception of it. I think I used to do that actually a little bit. Not all the time, but sometimes I would, like before I started building ages ago, ages ago by now, I would download houses for my households and then I would fit them to my households, basically. So you can always do that if you want. I really don't mind at all. The only thing I don't like is when people re-upload my builds, simply because I feel like it's quite disrespectful, because we're talking like 95% of the time there's no credit given, and I always spend a lot of time on my builds, so for someone else to just upload it and then more or less pretend like they did the build, that kind of sucks. But that's the only thing. Like, the rest I really don't mind. Oh yeah, I don't like it when people recreate my houses either on YouTube or on Twitch. Again, that's a disrespect thing, especially when you don't ask if you can do it beforehand, which unfortunately has happened a couple of times, but it is what it is. But as for the rest, like for personal gameplay, I really don't mind if you completely customize the houses to your liking. If you want to change the whole color scheme, do that. If you want to change everything about the interior, go ahead. The houses are basically just built because I enjoy building them and I like when other people play with my stuff or my sim stuff. So I really don't mind. Do what you want with the builds. Go ahead, go crazy, go ham, do everything you want. It's completely cool. If you want to change the whole layout of the backyard as well, go ahead. Although I feel like that's something a lot of people don't actually want to do. But if you are one of the exceptions, go ahead, go crazy. So just, yeah, I really don't mind. I just enjoy people like downloading my stuff and then playing with it. I think I said this in a video not too long ago, but I always kind of get like a fuzzy feeling in my stomach whenever I see anybody tagging me on Instagram because they're using one of my builds for their households. It's nice. So yeah, I don't mind at all. But anyways, for the backyard, it's kind of like my go-to when I have to take on the backyards. What I do, my go-to tactic is basically just start putting down stuff, and then at some point it'll kind of fit together. That's usually what I do. Like, I'll start putting down a pool or a gardening area or just like landscaping, I suppose, something. And then I'll get an idea, like I can put something else in this area as I'm doing the landscaping, or I could put something else in this area. You just gotta get started doing the backyard, basically. But it was the same one with this one. I didn't really know fully what to do. I didn't know that I was gonna end up with an outdoors kitchen. I had no idea. So I just decided to start putting down the pool, and then eventually I placed down an outdoors kitchen on a platform as well. And there's a lot going on, I feel, but it's still quite green. I also don't mind it that, like, if there wasn't a lot of green in the backyard right here in this house or on this lot, because the surrounding area here on the island is just filled with trees. So if you were to do that, like do a whole backyard just filled with brick or whatever on the ground, so like basically delete or cover up all the grass. If you were to do that in, say, Willow Creek, or maybe not Willow Creek, because there's quite a lot of greenery in Willow Creek too. But let's just use Willow Creek as an example. I would feel pretty off doing that, but I don't mind doing it here because there's so much greenery surrounding the house. Does that make sense? So I don't mind that there's a lot going on in the backyard with the pool and the tiles and also the platform with the outdoors kitchen. And I used a lot of rocks as well. I used some of the stone paths from Get Together as well. I really don't mind that we're basically covering up all the grass in the backyard because there's a lot of greenery surrounding the house. So it's a little busy, but there's quite a lot to do, and I feel like that is good for a honeymoon cottage. So, but anyway, we are at the end of the video, so I'm gonna be wrapping up this voiceover now. If you guys like this house, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And as always, the tray files will be linked to at the top of the comment section in a pinned comment, and also in the description box. If you like lifestyle videos, check out my lifestyle channel, even though I'm really behind on the vlogs right now, but I'm working on it. And also, if you like Roblox, check out my Roblox channel. Both will be linked in the pinned comment as well, and also in the description box, just in case. And I think that is about it. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.
Tell you about the things I like to do. You know your smile is lighting up the room, up the room. Do you always look this beautiful? Can I kiss you when the night is through? Because right now it's all I wanna do, wanna do. Your lipstick left a mark on my cheek, so I keep thinking of you. Sometime. Whoa, can I see you again? Can I see you again sometime? If you will be standing by your door, I'll pick you up at 8. I said, whoa, you wanna do it again? You wanna do it again sometime? I wanna hear your voice over the phone. Can I call you when I get back home? So we can talk about you and I. You and I. Or can you tell me what you wanna do? I'll do anything you ask me to, as long as I can spend the day with you.